Hello there. Brief respite on the horizon across the whole country to start the weekend, thanks to a ridge of high pressure building in. That'll settle things down to bring quite a lot of sunshine around and lighter winds on Saturday for all areas. But it will be turning wet and windy again on Sunday across Scotland.
Hello. Good start to the weekend, I see.
Good morning. Yes, indeed. Lovely start to the weekend for the vast majority. A little bit on the fresh side out there at the moment. Very good morning to you, but it is going to be a dry and sunny day for most of the UK, probably about 80–85% of the country. Tomorrow, a slightly different story, turning increasingly wet and windy from the north and the west. That rain, heavy at times, especially on western hills, will spread its way eastwards through the day. Some in north east Scotland won't see too much rain, brightening up to the northwest of Scotland later tomorrow. Turning wetter through Cumbria, Isle of Man and Anglesey, but further south and east, much of England and Wales, another fine day. Breezier than today. Strongest the winds of tomorrow will be across north and west Scotland, 40, 50, 60-mile gusts, and those winds strengthen further in the far north into tomorrow night. And just a quick glimpse into the rest of the week. We've got big areas of low pressure swinging their way in one after another. And so that means the week's going to be one which, whilst it starts dry and bright, it's going to be a case of we're going to see rain at times, some of which will be on the heavy side, fairly blustery winds as well, but there will be a bit of sunshine too.
Big hands, Matt? I don't think so. No.
No.
That's all right.
Big sunshine today, though. Got that for you. If nothing else.
It's more important. Thank you.
Exactly. Good morning. Welcome to the weekend. And what a start it will be for some of you. Here we've got Scarborough, just ahead of what will be a beautiful sunrise across many parts of the country. There will be dry weather for the vast majority, one or two exceptions.
How's your morning looking? Well, if you're in London, beautiful capital, perhaps you are lucky enough to see this. The sun just rising at 7:23 this morning over the London skyline. It's going to be a beautiful day for many people across the country. Not everyone, not at all times. It tends to be the way weather works. Matt can tell us more. Morning to you.
Good morning. Yes, but most are starting the day in a very similar vein to that in London. Very good morning to you. There are a few exceptions. Let me take you to Wick in Highland. A bit more cloud around. There's a few showers very close by. The dark clouds there just on the horizon.
It's not just beginners looking at Joel for their inspiration now. The sky, it seems, is the limit, with the world's best athletes all trying to catch him. Mike Bushell, BBC News in Essex.
Often we watch these reports and comment on them, and you've been inspired to take it up, have you?
I just think, you know, I have tried water skiing, didn't go well. Joel is amazing, isn't he?
Yeah.
He actually, well, we were looking carefully as he was doing the jumps, and he appears to overtake the boat, you know, such as the slingshot effect. Quite incredible.
Nice distraction talking about Joel rather than you water skiing.
Much better, much better. Have a look outside our building here, you see. There, what a perfect setting that would be.
It would be brilliant. I don't think it's allowed. I've never seen any water skiing outside our building. I'm sure it's not.
Looks
but it does look like a mill
morning,
pond.
doesn't it?
Very, very lovely. It's another lovely sunrise. We showed you one earlier in London. I'm not sure if Matt's is a sunrise or sunset. I'm assuming it's a sunrise, Matt. Morning to you.
Good morning. Yep, sunrise behind as well in East Wales this morning in Natwell. This is a little bit of mist and fog through the valley as well. Beautiful start to the weekend, in fact, for the vast majority. There in Salford, we saw some rain earlier on. That has cleared.
Matt, you've sparked off somewhat of a debate in the studio and the gallery. Can you go back to that first picture?
I can indeed. Here we go.
Thank you. OK.
There you go.
Are there any rules which say that is definitely a sunrise? Could that have been a sunset?
I think the giveaway here is the fact you've got a little bit of shallow fog there, but...
But
no,
you can get shallow fog at sunset.
You can do, but usually it's just after. But yeah, OK, it could be either, but it's definitely a sunrise, I promise you.
Yeah, no,
Depends
I believe
which
it's a
direction
sunrise, but it could have been a sunset.
It could have been.
Thank you very much.
OK. I wouldn't be showing a sunset this time of day, though. But
Matt,
that's all.
you said enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm off.
I feel a lot of sympathy with Matt in those circumstances. I do, I really do.
What, having to mediate between the many debates?
Poor man just needs to, he just wants to get off and
He's
do his
gone.
job, doesn't he? 7:50 the time, that means it's time for the usual.
See you at 8. And Matt, largely better than we've had for much of the week. We've had a lot of rain this week, a little bit of respite perhaps this weekend?
Indeed, today certainly is the case, Nag. A very good morning too. Lots of sunshine around this morning for most. You can see here though in Dumfries and Galway, a few shower clouds on the horizon. There have been some so far today across northern and western Scotland, showing up here in the radar chart.
Claire, I'm rather liking you know, the finger in your ear thing. It looks a bit like you're one of those people who's going to give, you know, Ukraine 12 points, or one of those moments, you know, from the big counts at the end of Eurovision.
Oh yeah, no, I do all of that. Yeah, no, I feel like Liverpool this morning has got 12 points. You know, it feels fantastic, and the feedback that we've had from Odessa, our sister city, which we got last night, was really humbling. And we are hosting a party for another city and for another country, and we're really taking that really seriously. So it's 12 points to Ukraine, and it's 12 points to Liverpool, and we'll be holding hands all the way through it.
Well, that's a lovely note to leave it on. Thank you, and say thank you to your crowd behind you as well. Nice to see a whole bunch of people out in the morning. There we go. Thanks very much, Claire. That's Claire McColgan, who's Director of Culture for Liverpool.
It's going to be one big party.
Isn't it just?
Isn't it just?
You get the feeling.
Yeah. Matt, someone loves a party, but he also loves a bit of interesting weather. Gorgeous, another lovely picture. Matt, where's that from?
This one's from Devon this morning. Nag, a very good morning too. Yeah, lovely start. Bit breezy there, as you saw in Liverpool. Calmer conditions here, hence there's a bit of mist in the valley at the moment. Blue skies overhead, repeated for most of you this morning. But let me just show you a different shot from another weather watcher in Western Scotland. Grey skies overhead. There's still some sunshine close by. It's not a completely wet picture, but showers are in the forecast here, and there have been some already this morning.
Lovely morning for lots of people.
And
here.
if we were looking for a venue, we could look just outside the... Oh, look at that. That's right outside our studios here in Salford. I'm assuming... We didn't get this checked earlier on, Matt, but I'm assuming you probably can't water ski. That's not true, is it? A little bit further down the waterway there is a place where I've seen people water skiing. They've got jumps down there.
Wakeboarding and cable skiing. Ah, I see. Well, something for us to do one day, Charlie.
What about it,
Can you
Matt?
imagine that, Matt?
I've done it. I've done it. It's great fun. I have, yes. Yeah, the worst thing was face planting, water straight up the nose, that sort of thing. Wouldn't recommend that.
Did you manage to stay upright at all? I mean,
I surprised myself. I stayed up longer than I thought I would, though my wife keeps on telling me she stayed up much, much longer than I did. So
probably.
There you go.
Probably.
Look, I've got a question for you both. I've got some lovely conditions here at the moment. Now, if I said to you both, Sydney, cricket, what sort of weather would you picture?
Glorious sunshine. Glorious sunshine.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect weather for something crisp and dry and cold to drink whilst watching the cricket.
Exactly. I think that's the sort of opinion that we all have in our eyes. Well, just take a look at this then, because look at these conditions on a cricket field in Sydney this weekend. Doesn't look great, does it? The class of a soggy outfield, I think you could call that as well. They've had torrential rain here, and it's not just been over the past few days. In fact, it's been all year long. The scene of the Sydney Opera House just yesterday. Rain again, and Sydney are now experiencing their wettest year on record. Bear in mind, what we are at the start of October, still nearly 3 months to go yet. They've had more rain than they've ever recorded in the last 164 years. So, next time it rains here, just bear in mind, it can be worse elsewhere.